Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Friday, July 12, 2024. MakerDAO launches a $1 billion real-world asset competition. A Dutch court denies bail for Alexei Pertsev. A U.S. judge grants the delay of the Tornado Cash trial. And a core developer expresses opposition to EOF in Pectra. All this and more starts right after this message. This episode is sponsored by Harpy, an on-chain security solution for Ethereum-based wallets. Harpy helps you detect and prevent malicious transactions before they execute, safeguarding your assets from theft in real time. Secure your wallet for free at harpy.io/ETH daily. MakerDAO launched the Spark Tokenization Grand Prix, a competition aiming to allocate $1 billion worth of reserves towards tokenized real-world assets. The competition is open to all real-world asset issuers. Superstate and Ondo Finance have already expressed their intent to apply. The initiative is part of a reserve diversification effort kicking off MakerDAO's Endgame, a protocol overhaul designed to expand the DAI stablecoin into real-world asset products. Applications to the program open on August 12 and will be judged by a panel of advisory companies, including Phoenix Labs, GFX Labs, and Stakehouse, with the final winners being voted on by MakerDAO governance. Alexei Pertsev, a developer who helped write open-source code for Tornado Cash, has been denied bail and will have to remain in Dutch custody as he prepares his defense for the appeal of his money laundering conviction. In May, Dutch judges sentenced Pertsev to 64 months in prison. Pertsev has already spent 10 months in jail. He was first arrested on August 10th of 2022, released on bail on April 20th of 2023, and detained again on May 14th of this year. According to DeFi Llama News, Pertsev's lawyers requested for him to have access to a computer and internet to be able to prepare his defense, but the request was denied by the judge. U.S. District Court Judge Catherine Polk-Fela granted a delay in the prosecution of Tornado Cash developer Roman Storm. The extension was granted during a hearing earlier today at the U.S. District Court in the Southern District of New York, which met to discuss Storm's motion to dismiss the case. A trial was initially set to begin this September. Storm's legal team had requested a continuation of the trial until early 2025. The trial will now take place in December. In August of 2023, Storm was indicted by the U.S. government on charges of money laundering, sanctions violations, and operating an unlicensed money-transmitting business in relation to Tornado Cash. During today's hearing, Judge Falia compared Tornado Cash to WhatsApp, questioning prosecutors why WhatsApp is not charged for criminal activity conducted by users on its encrypted messaging application, and whether the same logic should apply to Tornado Cash. And lastly, Ethereum core developer Marius van der Wigden expressed opposition to including EVM object format in the upcoming Pectra upgrade. In a recent blog post, he highlights that EOF would introduce complexity as it adds 19 new opcodes and removes 16 existing ones. Wigden also raised concerns about insufficient impact analysis and security assessments. Wigden says that EOF only offers marginal benefits and suggests focusing on more groundbreaking upgrades like Verkle instead. The Pectra upgrade, set to be one of Ethereum's most extensive upgrades, features 19 planned EIPs and is expected to launch in the first quarter of 2025. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on X at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.